Hello, my name is Reagan Lancaster, and I want to share with you one of the supply chain stories that is in my background and was one that I built our company off of. When our company was was probably about a $2 million, $3 million company, we came across a company. It was about a $16 billion company. They were looking to go with SAP or go with Oracle. They had 17 different ERP systems. They had 200 factories. They had 36 distribution centers, and they had 20 different channels of distribution, 20 different sales organizations selling across the world. They had a product list. They called it the Bible. They had 388,000 products. Some of the factories, they were asking me to go to their number one factory. They'd spent $1 billion building the factory, and I went down to Atlanta, met with the guy who ran the factory, head of the factory, and he was a Georgia Tech engineer. He came in late to my meeting. He was sweaty. He just got through walking the floor and in handling issues that were going on, and he was trying to figure out throughput. He was trying to figure out what machines were down, what constraints that were slowing his progress down, and this guy was paid on a cost per unit basis, and he was running the most modern facility they had ever built, but his cost per unit count was not the best in the company, and they were not happy about it. And then I went to their oldest facility in Hutchinson, Minnesota, and it was when I went to go meet the plant manager, he wasn't there, and his secretary said, well, it's a beautiful day outside Minnesota. They wanted me to meet him at the golf course. So I'm like, okay, well, this sounds great. I'm just gonna meet the plant manager at the golf course. The oldest facility, I mean, this guy's got it down. I mean, he knows how to do business. So I went to the golf course and met him and rented some clubs and rented some shoes and I played golf with him. I bought a golf shirt and I played golf with him. And he was playing with a VP of sales. And his whole conversation for 4 hours was, tell me what you guys are selling. Tell me what you guys are selling. Because if he could match what the demand was, if he could make what they're selling, then his cost per unit price would be better than anybody in the companies. And it was. He had the oldest facility, but he had the best returns in the entire company. And there it was, right in front of me. That was the answer. So I came back and I asked him if I could take all of those locations, all those inventory locations they had. They had 200 factories, they had 36 distribution centers. If I could put all those inventory locations online under one model in memory. So if they wanted to look at what they needed to make and what their schedules were across each factory, they could see that somebody already had 18 months of inventory in another location. So if I want to run cost per unit, let's just say I was running red pins and black pins and green pins, and Christmas time was coming and green and red was going to be productive, but blue and black pins was the mainstay. If I started making green pins and I wanted to make a big run to get my cost per unit down, but it wouldn't be effective if there was 18 months of inventory someplace else. So this visibility, this inventory visibility, at the time this company was 16 billion. They had 4 billion in inventory. We set out on a program to save $1 billion in inventory. According to Apex, that's about that's 20% carry cost. That's $200 million. And what I said with those guys as a small company is that I set up a conference room pilot and I showed mounds and mounds and mounds of people through the organization. I brought sales organizations in. I brought the VPs, the manufacturing organizations in, the distribution organizations in, to let them see all this. This model we had built in this conference room pilot, and they loved it. And I said, there's no money up front. All we want to do is we want to share in the savings with you guys. And we'll just take nothing for the software. We'll just take consulting dollars. And so they took us up on the deal. They not only did they take us up on the deal, They wanted to spread our software worldwide, and they want to do it on a site license basis. And I told them we didn't do site licenses, but anyways, they gave us $12 million up front. They gave us a $20 million consulting contract, and they gave us a big maintenance contract. And for 3 years, we installed it. The next 3 years, they came back and did it again. They came back and gave us another $12 million. So we went from a small, little bitty company into doubling and tripling, quadrupling our size just on one deal. So for all you small companies out there looking to raise money, remember, one customer at a time. Thanks and happy selling.